Okay, I'm joined here by manager Luke Garrard before we welcome West Bromwich Albion under-21s in our second National League Cup tie. Luke, as always, before we touch on that, your takeaways from a weekend which saw us beat Morecambe 3-0?
Positive. Obviously, it's no mean feat to beat any team 3-0, whether you're playing a league fixture, cup fixture. Obviously, they have their demons and they come here with their issues of not having a pre-season and an unsettled group, but you have to beat what's in front of you, and I felt we did that. Did I want more clinicality and ruthlessness in the final third? Of course, but I have to appreciate I felt the group played enough to a level to warrant a 3-0 win. 3 changes from the team on Saturday from the team that was presented on Wednesday evening against Sutton. 2 starting debuts for Finn Herrick and Lewis Richardson. So a lot of positives. I think that shows you the depth of our group, that when you have Callum Reynolds down with an illness and you can still reshuffle the pack and look as strong as we did, I think that's full credit to the players.
Yeah, and with 2 home games coming up this week and an unbeaten run, I'm sure you're keen to extend. What areas have you been fine-tuning?
Obviously, we had a second-day recovery today, so the ones that started did a little bit out on the grass. The subs and some academy boys had a little blow to make sure that they're ready for tomorrow evening. The unbeaten run's important. We're 7 unbeaten now. Obviously, lost the opening day against Rochdale, and I think it breeds habits, and we need to make sure that we continue the run we're on. You look at the side that faced Nottingham Forest, going to be very similar to that. Personnel tomorrow evening against West Brom. We want to progress into this cup competition. We want to get to the latter stages. It allows for us to utilise the group and engage the group. It's important that we get minutes into personnel that are currently not starting, and also it gives them an opportunity to put a place in terms of them in my position with regards to getting a start. So I'm looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. Again, it's about building blocks and processes that we're trying to work on, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the group can implement that tomorrow evening. We had a good pre-match meeting on what West Brom can serve up, and we need to make sure that we're right on our game to go and get another 3 points in that competition.
Yeah, and how important is that rotation that we'll see tomorrow?
Yeah, massive. Obviously, you see it on Saturday when we bring in 3 new faces to the group, and it looks seamless, which was good. We have a squad there, in my opinion, probably one of the best squads that I've had the luxury of working with. You look at the subs and the changes that we've been making in games, and they've had a bearing on the result. That shows the level of personnel that we have to call upon and have to our disposal off the bench. And tomorrow night's about getting them the minutes they deserve, giving them an opportunity to get in my face in terms of making decisions for Altrincham. We feel we've got 21 players that are going to have a say this season in what we want to achieve, and tomorrow evening against West Brom is so important to us. Like I say, it breeds habits, winning games of football, and we're back-to-back wins in the league. We want to follow that up with a National Cup win against West Brom, and that leads into us nicely against Altrincham on Saturday. So really important that we continue to improve as a group, because I feel that we are doing that. I do feel we are improving. I'm seeing the patterns and the way we want to play coming out more across the 90 as opposed to in spells. But it's a long process. It's a long opportunity for us to keep fine-tuning and making sure that we're improving day by day.
Yeah, you touched on that Forest game just a minute ago. Are you expecting West Brom to serve up a similar test at 7 p.m?
Watched them against Forest Green and then watched them against Crystal Palace. No doubt I'll watch another one of their games today. I got in mind Aston Villa. But for me, it's about us. And that's probably been a massive change in my mindset. Last year, following into this year, it's about what we have under our bonnet and how we go about our business. We know the way they want to press, and they press with an intent. They've got legs all over the park. They counter really, really well. They've got individuals that can cause you problems, but it's about how we go about our business. And we need to make sure that that's always been about us, and that's what it's got to be like moving forward, whether we're playing West Brom, Altrincham, Gateshead or Scunthorpe. So we need to make sure that the focus is what about we serve up in this dressing room and doing it to the best of our ability. We have a willingness in the group now. We have a togetherness in the group that it's been a pleasure to work with. And we need to make sure that we don't get too high, and we make sure we continue doing the work that we're doing and improving day by day.
Thank you very much, Luke.